TTC spokesperson Stuart Green joins us now with more on this. I think this is the first time we've spoken about this problem in probably 15 years or so. Let's talk about this. How bad of a problem is this, and talk a little bit about the cannon and how it's going to be used.
Yeah, so I think you really need look no further than the visual that you just showed. It looks like something out of an Alfred Hitchcock film, but I mean, on a serious side, I mean, they do pose a significant health and safety risk. When you get into quantities of, and I apologize to your viewers, but bird feces of that quantity, it can actually pose a significant health risk as well as a slip and fall hazard. We've also had to spend a lot of money cleaning up after these birds. So really what we're doing now is looking at creative ways to keep them from nesting, so deterring them from stopping. We've got some netting up on the roof. That seems to be working quite well. And if we need to, we'll fire off those sound cannons. There are two of them. They're mounted on the roof of Leslie Barns, and they face south, so they face toward the lake, away from residential and business in the area. And really at street level, you're looking at a noise level that's, about the equivalent of a firework in the distance. Very quiet. We've had some reports today from people who work at Leslie Barnes saying they can't even hear them going off. But again, we're only using them if we really need to. The netting seems to be working so far, so hopefully that will continue to hold.
What times of the day will the cannon be sounded at?
Yeah, so we've worked with the community. We've advised the local councillors and the community as well, and local businesses, just to make sure they're aware. The timing would be sort of 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And again, as needed, up to 4 times an hour within those periods, but certainly not before 7 a.m. and not after 7 p.m. And again, only if we need to.
And has any other information been distributed to the residents in that particular region, just so they're aware of some of the noise that might be made in the coming weeks?
Yeah, I mean, we've taken steps really. We've taken a lot of steps to make sure people are aware that if they hear these sounds, not to be alarmed. We've notified the local police department or the local police divisions, so they're aware. And like I say, we've got some signage up in the area. We've of course notified our employees who work down there, as well as drop flyers in the neighborhood. The local councillors have been helpful through their community newsletters. So we've really tried to let people know these things will be going off potentially, but they're just not that loud. I mean, we're just not hearing reports of them being very loud from people who are actually at Leslie Barnes. So, but again, hopefully we don't have to fire them off too often. But we do need to do something about the seagulls, because they do pose a significant health and safety risk, as well as a general cleanliness risk and challenge for us at the barns.
I'm not sure if you'll know this next answer, but if these sound cannons work and they start to fly away, do we have any indication of where they might relocate? Are they just going to end up at another nearby building?
Well, I'm not a migratory bird expert, and I don't play one on TV, so I'm not going to pretend to know what the answer to that is. We do know, though, that when birds are deterred from nesting in certain places, they will find somewhere else. Our hope is that they maybe scatter in numbers that are smaller in different locations, as opposed to the 10 to 15,000 that we have there today. So that's really what we're trying to do. We're not trying to sort of spread our problem elsewhere, but we just can't have that concentration of seagulls at our facility.
And just to remind our viewers, no projectiles are going to be fired from this cannon, correct?
No, it's a sound of about 120 decibels when you're standing next to them. When you're on the ground, it's about 60 to 70 decibels, which is a conversational level. No more than, say, a motorcycle going by or something like that. So at the ground level, it would be barely noticeable.
TTC spokesperson Stuart Green, we appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us.